Hello everyone, time for an update. My name is Michelle and I use this channel to document my journey fighting stage 3 triple negative breast cancer and central adrenal insufficiency. I am using conventional medicine and natural supplementation and just natural living and a carnivore diet to help me be the healthiest version of myself during this time. And it's been a while since I have checked in with you guys. So this is my hair growth. We are 3 months tomorrow post the last chemo, and we are 2 months after surgery. So for those of you who saw my last video, my surgery pathology report showed that I still had isolated cancer cells in 3 out of 9 of the lymph nodes. And so these past couple of weeks, I've been dealing with the decision, or trying to come to the decision, of whether or not to restart Keytruda. So the oncologist says I basically have 2 choices. I could just do the radiation and the oral chemo after that, or I could restart Keytruda to really throw everything in the kitchen sink at whatever cancer might be remaining in my body. But we don't really know if there is any cancer remaining in my body. I've had 5 Keytruda treatments, and I think it did what it was supposed to do. It got rid of the main tumor that was in the breast. That was completely clear of all cancer, but the lymph nodes still had a couple of isolated tumor cells. And that is exactly what the radiation is supposed to take care of. It's very pinpointed radiation. I've got some tattoos. I'm not going to show you because it'd be too, well, it would jostle the phone around a lot if I tried to take my shirt off now. But they put little pinprick tattoos to mark where the radiation beams are going to go in, and it's all very directed and pinpointed radiation to get rid of the lymph node area, any cancer that might be remaining in the lymph node area, or a little bit further in from where the surgery was. So that and the Xeloda oral chemo pill, which is supposed to have very minimal side effects, is designed to take care of the rest of that. So I just haven't made the decision yet if it's worth the risk to do more of the Keytruda that has already caused some autoimmune issues for me. So I'm not asking for anyone's advice. I just need to pray on that a bit more. I don't need to decide this week though. This week we are starting radiation. That starts today, this afternoon, the first of 30 radiation treatments, and they're Monday through Friday for the next 6 weeks. And yeah, that's kind of the update. That's the news. The other big news is that for those of you who've been following me since the adrenal crisis in early December, I have been off of my carnivore diet. And first I just added in some fruits and vegetables, and then I added in some rice and rice cakes, and then I added in some grains or other grains, including breads, and then I added in just anything I wanted to eat. And because that's the slippery slope that we sugar addicts go down. And I've been eating whatever I felt like eating since probably about Christmas time, maybe a little before Christmas time. And now we're at the end of March, and I'm finally sick of feeling like crap. And so here's the interesting takeaway that I got from this experience. And I'm going to take this as a really valuable learning experience instead of feeling bad about the fact that I fell off the wagon and started eating like crap. My lesson, and this is please benefit from this lesson. I have noticed that as I have added back in, I did not feel awful as soon as I started eating breads and donuts and cookies and ice cream. But as I started to eat like I did before, and I was on carnivore for over a year, and I felt better than I had felt since I was in my 20s. I had no pain. I had next to no inflammation. I had energy. I slept well. My GI system worked well. I was reducing or getting off of medications. Everything was doing so well for that year. Even with the cancer and starting chemotherapy, I felt strong, energetic, and didn't have any aches and pains. As I have gone through the last couple of months of eating like crap on the standard American diet and eating, you know, sugar and not a lot of processed foods really, but sugar, ice creams and cookies and baked goods, what have you, I have felt progressively worse. So from one week to the next, my joints hurt a little bit more. I've put on another few pounds. My inflammation, you can see the inflammation and the puffiness in my fingers. And I've had some, you know, GI upset, a lot of, you know, bloating feeling all the time. Reflux for sure has come back with a vengeance. And some of that I can attribute or blame on, I have been anyway, blaming on medication and being on steroids, on hydrocortisone. But I think a lot of it has to do with the food, because it's been like a cumulative effect. Like I'm slowly being poisoned. It is very similar to going through 20 weeks of chemo, and each week you feel a little bit more tired and a little bit worse. And I have not been on chemo since the end of December, but each week I feel a little bit tired and a little bit worse and a little bit more pain, joint pain, muscle pain, fatigue, muscle weakness, reflux, GI issues. And so take what you will from that. But I think that, you know, the way that we eat, or the way that we've been eating, it's like a slow poisoning. It feels that way. And so this week I finally decided, I watched a video, and I'll link to this video in the description. I watched a video by Amanda at Carnivorous Me, and she said something about don't do it. Don't wait till tomorrow. Don't wait till the perfect time. Do it today. And from that moment, it was last Wednesday that I watched that video, and I said, all right, you did it. You convinced me, Amanda. Thank you, Amanda. Thank you so much, Amanda. I decided I was done feeling like crap, and I stopped right then eating everything else. There's still ice cream in my freezer, and I haven't eaten it. My husband brought home donuts on Sunday, and I didn't eat any of them. And they're gone. They're not still in the house, by the way. They were taken care of by my husband and my daughter. So I'm just done. I'm done feeling like this. And so, you know, I have had a few vegetables, this week, but I don't think I'm going to do that anymore either, because, I want to be the best that I can possibly be, because I do know that radiation is also cumulative, and I will start to be tired with that. And I want my body to be in the best, strongest place that it can possibly be. And so here I am back on Carnivore. I have made a ham pie for Easter. That is a Carnivore pizza gain. I do have a video for the recipe that I used last year. This year, I only used a quarter cup, I think, of Carnivore crisp flour and a half a cup of egg white protein, which is different than the recipe that I have on there from last year. I used egg white protein powder instead of all that flour, because the flour does give it a slightly different, it has a flavor. I have that. I have more eggs to cook and boil. I like to keep hard-boiled eggs in the fridge to just grab and go when I need them. I have bacon. I have cube steaks, which are a nice, inexpensive way to just stay on track. I can make a couple of cube steaks at night and make sure that I am just eating my beef, cook it in butter. It's a perfect little meal just for me, and everybody else can eat whatever they want, but that's what I'm doing. I'm back on Carnivore, and I'm gonna I'm looking very forward to getting rid of this inflammation. You see that? Again, did I show you my hair? My hair is growing back. It's lighter than it was before, a little bit gray. I still have some of the fuzzies, the little peach fuzz, kind of on my jawline. So we call it my beard. We joke about it a little bit. But that's it. It's a beautiful sunny day, but it's cold outside. But it's like, as we say, my dog says it's summer in the window. So it's nice and warm right here in the sun. And yeah, that's it. I will talk to you soon. I'm going to try and post a little more regularly some videos as I go through radiation. And since I've started Carnivore again, as I start to have some of those non-scale victories or scale victories, I will share those, and I might share some of what I'm eating as well. Have a great day, everybody. God bless.